All right, guys, Eric Paul's in here. Going to give you guys the round two showdown picks for the Arnold Palmer Invitational, as well as the round one reactions. Going to give you the Louis Oosthuizen take, as well as get into some Sam Burns stuff. We also do have a somewhat updated lineup leaderboard, showdown leaderboard here for you guys as well in this video. So I'm excited. Let's get into it. So two things right out the back as well. I did already post the video before this. So if you guys are one of the few like top 20 that got into that video right away, I did make some slight adjustments to the video here. Just so you guys know. Real quick right out the bat though, freaking the Louis Oosthuizen thing. I don't get why DraftKings hasn't really figured this out yet for golf, because they already have done it for NBA and they've done it for NFL. It's a simple fix. If a guy hasn't teed off yet in round one, players should at least be able to swap out their alternate at the very least. Okay, it's 2021. They have the technology to do this. Why aren't they implementing it? Okay, there's no reason that 10% of people on DraftKings should have been effed over this morning when they woke up. I mean, imagine waking up to that. It's just shitty, and it's something that shouldn't be happening. Like, just simply swapping in Pat Perez for Louis Oosthuizen at least gives them some hope for the next 2 days. Why do people play PGA DFS? Why is PGA DFS the best contest for really out there for for daily fantasy sports? It's because it's a freaking week-long process, but from Thursday until Friday, you at least have a cut sweat going, and then if you got that cut sweat to go your way, then you have 2 more days. So just unfortunate there, but we'll just pull up some players here. Just talking about how the stats are doing, kind of just that round one recap, and then we'll get into the updates because it's pretty exciting. So I don't want to do top 25 stat ranks. Let's do top 20 stat ranks. So overall, the top 20 stat ranks are all doing pretty well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that are potentially going to miss the cut, and I expect Sam Burns to play better, and Hudson Swafford was someone that no one was on, so let's not even include him. But other than that, doing pretty well. Obviously, it's nailing Corey Connors, Bryson DeChambeau, Jason Kokrak, Keegan, Victor Hovland, Sungjae Im. So the stat ranks are pulling in pretty well there. No surprise there. And then we'll do just top 20 in the model. If I can get it there on the slider. Top 21, how about? So overall, not doing poorly as well. I will say Tyrrell Hatton and Sam Burns, I both expect to have much better rounds. Maybe not for Francesco Molinari there, who also was ranking out pretty well in the model. But Tyrrell Hatton took him a while to settle in, but once he settled in, he played a lot better. Had a lot of opportunities there on the back nine. Just had some putts that weren't dropping. So I don't know what it is though with these former winners really struggling at these events. The defending champs are just struggling, is what I mean, at these events for some reason. But I do expect him to settle in and play much better, even though the round two rank doesn't necessarily say that. He was top 4 in the model this week, guys. So, I do expect him to play better. Sam Burns as well. I fully expect him to play better, and we'll show you guys that here in a second. But really, other than that, doing pretty well. Core plays, Paul Casey, Sungjae Im, Jason Kokrak all doing well as well, so that's a good sign. Really, it's just a matter of if Sam Burns, Tyrrell Hatton can play better, it's going to be a fine week. And then hopefully Mark Leishman can make the cut as well, as on him a decent amount. But we'll show you guys the new tool here real quick, and I'm pretty excited to show you guys it. All right, so it's going to be kind of the same approach as to what it was prior, but it's going to be a little bit more streamlined, so you guys don't have to, finagle with it too much, if you will. So we'll just sort it by select round 2 showdown rank, and then we'll sort it by that. So these are the players here that we can expect to have a much better round 2 showdown. Kind of just the expected results here. So Victor Hovland, no surprise there. He was top rated in the model, great in round 2 scoring, third in that. And, he's in 8th place. So all signs are pointing to him being another spectacular play this week. And that's something where if we're going through the 9-to-5 lineup builder for round 2 showdown, you could go with Victor Hovland. You could pretty much lock him into like 80% of your builds if you guys wanted to do that, 70%, whatever. That's something you guys could easily do if you're going through kind of trying to decide your builds there. And he has the better tee time. I am going to favor the morning tee time. Bryson DeChambeau popping up, Jason Kokrak, Sungjae Im. Those guys are all popping up. Not really surprises because these guys were all players that we were on. But someone like Kevin Na, that's a little bit shocking to me. 45th in the model, 15th in round 2 scoring, 28th place. Not bad. He's a guy we could end up on. Maybe a shoulder shrug play for us here. Patrick Reed is going to have a much better tee time here. He was a very popular play. Some people will probably be off of him because he didn't play too well. That's a good opportunity for you guys to go back and get on him, because obviously people think he's not playing well, so that's kind of the buying opportunity there. Then Billy Horschel as well. Billy Horschel does play well in round 2. Didn't rank out horribly in the model or in the stat rank, top 25 in that, both of those. Currently in 57th place, better tee time. He's a guy that should regress and play better. So those are 2 guys that I really feel good about. For me, Victor Hovland I like a ton. Sungjae Im I like a ton, and then Paul Casey as well. Those are kind of going to be the 3 guys I go with, because, well, one, they rate out well in the model, and they're playing well right now, but not overly too well, I guess, if you will. But let's look at some players here that are not exactly playing well, that should have a much better round 2. See which players pop up. So now we get to see, Sam Burns is popping up there. 11th in the model, 4th rated stat fit. He's in 106th place. What we're seeing here is that, yeah, he's going to regress. He's positively regress, negatively regress, whatever you want to call it. This round, it's most likely going to happen. I don't see him having 2 bad rounds in a row. Zach Johnson as well. Zach Johnson, 57th place. Plays well in the second round. Rated out pretty well in the model. These guys are guys that we can get on at cheap cost here. John Hutt as well. Top 50 in the model, plays well in round 2. Guys like that we can get on. But just looking at, let's see which other players that we can get on as well. I do want to be on Rory still. Probably not that much. Bryson will be on again. Patrick Reed, sure. Tyrrell Hatton, yep. Sungjae Im, yep. Paul Casey, yep. Sam Burns, definitely. Jason Kokrak, I'm fine with. Max Homa, I'm fine with. Cameron Tringale, sure. I don't want to push it too much. Zach Johnson, oh God. DraftKings. That's ugly. I don't want to press that number. I know you guys don't want to either, but I will. Matthew Naismith was a value play for us. I'm going to be fine with him. Patton Kazara, I'm fine with as well. Chris Kirk, guys, great price point for him. I know he doesn't have that tee time advantage, but this is a guy who rated out really well. Let's actually just pull him up here, see kind of what he's looking like. Take the filter down here so we can get all the players. I kind of want Chris Kirk. Does he play poorly in round 2? No, not bad. 26 showdown rank. Not bad. I'm perfectly good with him. That makes a lot of sense. Chris Kirk at that price point. Going to be tough to find a better play than that. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Value-wise, Brendan Steele I'd be fine with. John Hutt we're going to play because of what we saw there. Anyone else? No, nothing too crazy. That's kind of going to be the player pool. I'm not going to run this because I haven't... we'll run it real quick. We'll just do 5, I guess. 5 builds here just to run it real quick, just to see. I haven't adjusted any of the points or anything to skew it how I would like it to be. Let's actually just do it real quick. Burns, will lock him in, I guess. And then Chris Kirk, just because of his price point. We'll lock those guys in and then see kind of what the top build would be. Here we go. Victor Hovland, Cameron Tringale, Chris Kirk, John Hutt, Paul Casey, Sam Burns. I'm good with that. That makes a ton of sense. That's a quality build. But now to get into the other future here for you guys as well. Well, real quick, we'll touch on which players are most likely to regress as well. So we'll just sort it by players that are in the top 10 that are most likely to regress. So we'll do top 20. How about top 20 most likely to regress? Project Harrington, Lee Westwood, Victor Perez, Christian Bezuidenhout. I don't know if I exactly agree with that. Sebastian Munoz, Ian Poulter, Jordan Spieth. Not exactly sure I agree with that either. But at least we get, we can paint that picture pretty well here. Which players are, most likely to regress? That's, kind of how we should be using this tool. But now to get into the fun feature here. So both of these that I got here, both these new tools here, revamped tools, are geared to tell you guys the most likely outcomes here. It's just to gauge what it's looking like, okay? It's not the end all be all, but it is a great tool. I'm really excited for this one, honestly, guys, because these are bets that you can make throughout the week that are going to benefit you guys. So we'll just sort it here. Who is most likely to win? Do I have any filters on? I do. All right, which players are most likely to win after round 1 here? So Victor Hovland actually ranking out first. Sungjae Im as well, second there. Let's see why. He was first in the model, 8th place. So these are guys where with Rory in first, you could probably get a decent number on, maybe even a better number on than you did earlier. Bryson DeChambeau, then Rory 4th. So not surprising there. The top 5 here are Cameron Tringale, Roy McIlroy, Bryson DeChambeau, Sungjae Im. So potentially you could get a good number on Cameron Tringale. Jason Kokrak as well. I like him. Paul Casey is one that kind of stood out to me here in the top 10, as well as Keegan Bradley. So Paul Casey, top 6 in the mile, currently in 16th place. You could probably get some good odds on him if you guys wanted to bet him outright after round 1. And then Keegan Bradley as well. Dude has great course history. He was a top 20 stat rank play, 32nd in the mile. So the fact that he's popping at a course that he's played well at, not overly shocking. He actually crays out, has kind of the 9th best, I don't want to say likelihood player to go out and win, but it's more or less this is how they're ranking out after round 1. It's not exactly their percent chance to win, but this is their rank going forward throughout the week based on how they played in round 1 and based on the stats that we have. That's what this rank is. And then let's just see if we have any long shot guys here that could potentially sneak up the leaderboard. Unselect Keegan there. So let's see. If these guys make the cut, this is what we're looking at. So Chris Kirk, once again, guys, really popping. Chris Kirk, kind of a standout play to me. Top 22 in the model, 28th place. He's a guy that could end up going low. Charlie Hoffman, this is kind of a buying opportunity potentially. 28th. I believe he has the morning tee time tomorrow, 14th in the model. The worry with him was him withdrawing with the back injuries, but he's not playing too poorly now. That's kind of it. Maybe Grillo. Grillo was a good stat fit. 19th in the model, 6th best stat fit. I doubt he sucks in round 4. That's pretty much his issue, other than the Puerto Rico Open last week, which was nice to see. But you guys kind of get the gist of the tool. I really like it. You can use the tool while you're going through the lineup builder like I did in this video. So a lot of new tools here for you guys to use, and it's all available for you guys for $10 a month on the 95 Sports page. Link is in the description below if you guys want to join. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. I do appreciate that. And as always, guys, let's keep cashing. All right, I'm out.